builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Lawson out there with Harden, and it's Brewer in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. The Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. Rose, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Rose with the block. And here is Butler. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Rose. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Butler with the jam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Motiejunas, no luck. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve, effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Timeout called the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And for that note about Mirotic, in the fourth, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Lawson drives in, and Howard with the stuff.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. And a change for the Bulls. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Mirotic. For 3, Dunleavy. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Ty Lawson.
Well, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first. You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Heinrich comes in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Brewer dishes to Ariza. Another miss by Houston. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Beverly. Another miss by Houston.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And now here comes Jones leading the break and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Now Gasol. Heinrich outside. 1:21 left in the first half. From outside, off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Ariza with the bucket. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year 3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
Brewer, good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Well, looking at Terrence Jones, he really has that complete game. His ability to make a play at the rim, hit 35% of his threes. He's a multi-dimensional threat. Long player, well-schooled, falls in line, I think, very well with any good team. In this particular case, with one of the playoff teams in the West.
Yeah, he's one of the more efficient players in the league, over 53% his first 3 seasons. So defenses might want to choose to ignore somebody else.
From deep, Brooks, and that one's good. And now just a 1-point Houston lead.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to...
And the first half comes to a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there with it. And that'll do it for now, as the second half of our game is about to...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Looking at the game Rose has been having, 9 points and 1 rebound. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. And it's Noah in at the center position. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Dishes to Noah. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Butler on the wing. Here's Gasol, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Rockets trail by 4. Lawson kicks to Ariza. Back to Lawson. And he gets the bucket. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. From deep, Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing it. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
The shot's good from Lawson. Chicago leading by 3. From deep, Rose. Rose with another miss.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza.
Checking in for your Rockets, Corey Brewer.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Look at that shot!